typically I get my food from here, or if I don't eat here, I probably go to McDonald's, give me a Big Mac, old school Big Mac #1, French fries, and that's my diet on a daily basis, really.
The lifestyle of a lot of low-income communities, because there's not many healthy options, it leads to a lot of chronic disease, diabetes, cancer. You have mothers, sisters, grandmothers, whole generations that go through the same issue.
On transportation, I do have a BART and the bus. And if I catch the bus, it's still out my way. BART is still out my way. Now it takes me a while to go, so it's much quicker for me just to go to KFC or McDonald's, which is right there in walking distance. And that is not healthy for me.
West Oakland, there's not a lot of choices. And it's been deemed in this area that this is a food desert. And that term means that people don't have easy accessibility to quality produce.
I have been living in West Oakland all of my life, but I never noticed that there were no actual standing grocery stores in my community. Growing up, I only enjoyed eating at fast food restaurants. I never liked eating vegetables or fruit. And today, I still struggle with eating healthier foods. After realizing that not having any grocery stores is not the norm, and that it is, in fact, an injustice, I wanted to go out into my community and see what others thought.
Historically, West Oakland was a thriving center for the arts and culture, a popular place to own a community-driven business, and a place to organize community-driven solutions to social ills. 7th Street boasted numerous jazz and blues clubs and acted as the main business strip for emerging entrepreneurs. Starting in the 1950s, a number of public work projects took place in West Oakland that had a harmful impact. The Cypress Freeway, which connected the San Francisco Bay Bridge with the Nimitz Freeway, demolished local businesses, split the neighborhood in half, and isolated the community from the rest of Oakland. In the late 1960s, the city bulldozed dozens of blocks of residential homes to make way for the Oakland Main Post Office and a new BART station and a large public housing project. The damage caused by these urban renewal projects, along with racial segregation and the relocation of many middle-class white families to the new suburbs, caused West Oakland to fall into economic decline characterized by unemployment, poverty, and urban blight.
I remember my mother, we used to go to school. When we leave going to school in the morning, dinner would be on. Everyone would leave going to school, dinner would be on. We come home, we have a 4-course meal.
A lot of the stores were owned by African Americans, and they lived in the neighborhood, and so you knew they lived either up over the store or they lived across the street from the store, something like that. So you had that connection with them, and you knew who they were, and you knew about their family. You knew that their kids were going to the same school you were going to. So it was a lot of that, and it was a lot of I'm sure there was a lot of credit given because you knew who it was, and so you may not pay today, but you can pay another time. And you were honest. Most people were pretty honest, and they would come back on their payday and they would pay, their grocery bills and all that.
When we would go with my mom and them, they would go get groceries. The meat was fresh meat, and you didn't hear about they calling back hamburger, the ground beef. You didn't hear about because this is in it and that's in it. We didn't have that kind of stuff.
If I eat any fast food, it makes me feel funny inside anyway. I can't really even digest it all. I usually just buy it and I take a few bites just to satisfy my hunger and I throw it away. It tastes like crap, really. I just be in the streets and that's what's accessible to me.
There's not a lot of modeling of eating healthy or breastfeeding in our community. And these are the things that help to keep us from getting anemia or having high blood pressure, high cholesterol. So I think education accessibility is very much a big part. And then not having a draw, because everyone leaves this area. They're coming back into the area, and so that's why you're seeing a little bit of a change as we have the Mandela Marketplace here on Adeline.
Mandela Store is one of the more successful projects in West Oakland.
We delivered two messages primarily. The first message is that our community needs to change its dietary habits because literally what we're eating is killing us. And then the second message that we're delivering is that the stuff that you need to eat is here now. There's not been a consistent presence of a grocery store in West Oakland for a very long time. And so I think that has a lot to do with why the Mandela Foods Cooperative has been so warmly received by the community. And they understand that the folks who work in the store are also people from their community that are not only there to make a profit, but they're also there to make a difference.
People's Grocery also have their own solutions to the lack of grocery stores in West Oakland.
It doesn't have a lot of access to fresh and healthy food. There's 30,000 people here and not one full-service grocery store. And luckily, in West Oakland, it's pretty progressive. So there are urban agriculture efforts. There is a small worker-owned cooperative. There's a small farmer's market, but it's definitely not big enough yet to reach 30,000 people. And so People's Grocery was started in an effort to actually create the kind of system in West Oakland that could provide everyone who lives here with access to fresh and healthy food. The Grub Box program is a food distribution program, so not quite a traditional CSA. We grow some of our own food, but we also order from Veritable Vegetable, which is a large organics distributor in Northern California. We have a subsidized model. People in the West Oakland community, families that want to order a produce box, pay $12, whereas sponsors pay $24. And in that way, the sponsors subsidize the $12 box for the residents in West Oakland, and they both get the same amount of food. There is already an awareness here of health and nutrition. We just needed to provide the space and provide the support for those mothers and those grandmothers that have been talking about this for years to have a structure with which to go out and spread the message even further.
Although there are a number of organizations in West Oakland that are working diligently to give the people easy access to healthy foods, these organizations do not have the funds to provide for all of West Oakland. The opportunity for community transformation still lies within the residents. We need to join the movement and demand better quality foods inside of grocery stores.